I remember the American Loadmasters coming up, and as the ramp comes down, two of them are standing there, and one says, finally the Canadians have arrived in the war. Looking around, it was like a scene out of MASH, helicopters all over the place. There was no doubt that we weren't in Ottawa anymore.
We were put in chairs with our knees up against the wall in front of us. It was probably only an hour. It felt like 100 years. Every second was like an outrage. It was intolerable to be in this situation. And then we hear this reading of this piece of paper. We had this sheet of paper that was written in English and Arabic that explained who the Peacemaker Teams was and why we were there and what our purpose was. I've got to use my voice. I've got to talk. I've got to somehow try to initiate some kind of relationship. What am I going to say? That sheet of paper. May I ask a question? Do you read our paper?
I read the paper. We are not terrorists. We are not Al Qaeda. We are fighting for Iraqi freedom.
Oh, okay. Well, we are fighting for Iraqi freedom too. There are many people against the war, and we are here to tell about this, and the more people that know, it will make the politicians change their mind. So
no, we'll have politicians are more up puppets. You know what I mean?
No, sir. But, what good is this? What good is this do? He shows a picture, and I could see if I look down blindfold. These are my sister's children. Zainab, Noor, Mohammed, and Mohammed.
Morning. Afternoon.
They're all
Dude, do you still have any e-cigs? My e-cigs run out until I get to the shop.
No.
Now, the only thing
Anything, not that blue one or anything.
I don't know. I don't think there's any in that you can have a go of it.
Can I?
And if it works, you
It's
can.
only till I get to the shop. I'm desperate.
I don't. Well, yeah, you can have that if you can get on it. Oh, here, there is some in here. There you go.
Where?
Yeah, boy, do me a favour though. Get a cigarette paper, stick it in, wipe it around the mouth, and because it's in my box, there'll be tobacco on it.
Okay. Can I use one of these then?
Of course you can, yeah. Yeah, do you know what? In fact, you might have to use that.
What does that do?
That's a fucking dart that sticks in thing. Right, as I hold it in, you do me a favour, twist it. Keep trying it. So,
yeah.
Now just see if there's, yeah.
And then what I do?
Don't you want the, oh, you don't smoke, so you don't.
No, and it's run out. And the other one, for some reason, just stopped working. It had to. Wasn't that?
I'll check it, I fucking, I think that really.
These six?
Yeah.
Aren't they? I need to go to that shop in Ancoats.
It should work. I think. Is it working?
Yes. You're a darling. Thank you so much.
Lisa is coming up as well this evening. Yeah, she wasn't going to, but it's like Dylan that she's gonna Lily's gonna see her dad this evening, and then she'll come up later on.
What time?
She didn't give me a time, she just said this evening. Yeah, man.
Married an Iraqi, beautiful woman by every measure. She lived the fourth pillar of Islam, which is Sarkat, or giving alms to the poor. She was the director of Care International. She literally devoted her life to the Iraqis in the slums.
Well, I hope you get a few posts on the fucking thing.
Both were against the invasion. Please help me.
Thank you.
And yes, she was charged. She was kidnapped. She pleaded for her life on these videos. And what do?
I tried bodging mine this morning, and it started like doing that smoke coming off it, and
yeah, them fuckers can blow up and all they
I'm
can.
not fucking even trying it. I just stopped what I was doing.
There was a guy, we called him Video Man. He was the videographer. He was a chilling character, dark and scary. There seemed to be a lot of discussion about how the camera should work. They were asking, which one of you is American? Which one British?
Huh?
Which one of you is Italian?
What'd you say? Has it got a top?
How many Italians here?
No, go on, you're grand.
There's just this
Fucking
impression of chaos.
worrying about it.
Who are these people?
I'm just glad it works.
Oh, I know, me too.
The demands being made were over the top. The demand was that the American and British coalition forces basically quit back. It's simply nonsensical. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are, it's nonsensical.
Yeah.
So what's the sense of making a demand like that?
We call that an
Well,
outrageous
rather than
demand.
it just fucking
And
sitting
outrageous
there,
demands are made by people who
rather
know
than
they're
it just
outrageous
sitting there, you may as well
Absolutely
fucking
no
just
idea
sit
that was gonna be met, which gave us serious concern.
If you don't do this, the hostages will be executed in a couple of weeks.
It was a concern, and Tom Fox was more an obvious target as an American, and I think the insurgents knew that he had been a Marine. Believe it or not, he
Oh,
was in the Marine Corps band in Washington, D.C. for 20 years.
He played the clarinet, playing at all the events for the president. When 9/11 happened, as a Quaker, he needed to respond. He made this decision to join CPT, and for him, it was Iraq. That's where he needed to be.
oh,
At the beginning stages of the captivity, he was just strong. He was like this anchor of courage in a way. There was another man in the house, and we could hear him begging, whimpering, screaming, sheep, dog, barking. And we could hear this man with a gag struggling, fighting, trying to get away, fighting for his life, and he's being carried down the stairs. You can hear his body struggling and breath, and I can hear this. And I'm thinking, what do I do? Should I not intervene? I could have got up from the chair. I could have gone out into the hallway. I could have said, La, haram, no, this is, I could have tried to push him away from that man. I just sat in my chair. He was most certainly killed. I know that I'm no stronger morally than anyone else. I know that I'm willing to sit and let someone be carried past me and not intervene. And then there was another video with Hermeet and I. It was very bizarre. Grapes for us to eat, cookies, and there was pop. Video man put this jacket on me. It was a very odd color. It was full of cologne. People ask me, what were you wearing? What was that jacket you were wearing? It was clear that Hermeet and I were in a different category as Canadians than Tom and Norman were as American and British. They pulled out these jumpsuits for Tom and Norman. Norman was a bit outraged. We're not prisoners of war. We're not prisoners of war.
No thanks.
Norman just put the jumpsuit on.
They wanted to dishevel my hair so that I looked more desperate than I was. And I said, no, I've got my dignity. You jolly well leave my hair alone, which they did. I'm a friend of Iraq. I have been opposed to this war, Mr. Blair's war, since the very beginning. But I ask him now and the British government to work for my release and the release of the Iraqi people from oppression.
a plea for my release from captivity, and also a plea for a release from captivity of all the people of Iraq. We saw the British and American hostages actually in chains, and certainly that sent us a clear message.
Al-Qaeda and other groups would put American and Western British hostages in orange jumpsuits before they beheaded them, and basically say, you have hostages, we have hostages. You put them in orange jumpsuits, we put yours in orange jumpsuits. This is the fate for you, which is a beheading. So with the Christian Peacemaker team, when they were paraded out in orange jumpsuits, that told everyone, that told us, oh my God, you know, the next video is gonna be an execution video.
Medicine man came in and said,
British and American, different category. We negotiate for you separate.
we're going to separate you. We didn't know what that meant. They took them.
You shouldn't be over there. It's not your war or your fight, but you made your fight, so therefore it's going to be your
Be
coffin.
strong was the last thing, which was a very helpful thing to say in that moment.
I'm the daughter of Tom Fox.
Yeah, fuck him and his pro quo. Quid pro quo. You give me something, I give you fucking that.
Families that are missing loved ones.
Yeah, quid
He
pro
spent
quo.
most of his
You
time
can
in
call?
Iraq.
Yeah, fuck you then.
He is my support and my guide.
Like Christian, just because I'm a barrier man doesn't mean I know I haven't got a little bit of culture. Oh, Stevie. How's it going, lad? Me chick's coming up. It's the little one's birthday today. She's
The execution
5.
deadline for the 4 aid workers,
She wasn't meant to come up, but
is fast approaching. Anish Rahman
she's
joins us
coming
now
up.
live from Baghdad.
Somebody.
Anish, what is the latest that is being said about this case, if anything?
Nothing, essentially, Jim. We are just hours away from that deadline given by the
Oh.
We're now 2 weeks in that
It's slap, isn't it?
We were looking at
Sting
the
like
clock,
a
thinking,
butterfly,
okay, how many
sting
hours
like
do
a
we
bee.
have? How many days do we
Slap,
have?
slap.
What's going to happen to these people?
Lisa is coming.
And then the deadline passed and nothing was
She
heard.
does, but she's gonna come up later on tonight because Dylan has to see her, and you know what I mean. So she is, yeah.
Medicine man came in and said,
No,
"You
not
want to
Dylan,
see,
Lisa.
Tom and Norman."
Just let go.
And we said,
Sorry, I
"Yes."
meant to say Lisa.
Okay, we take you. We take you in the boot of the car one at a time. They said, don't say anything or we kill you.
Oh.
Brought into this room. And I turned to look.
Ooh.
I was so happy. Like,
5-year-old midget, man.
wow. Like,
It's like a fucking.
wow, it's really good to see you guys.
Oh, man.
There was no
Slap.
reaction. They were just sitting there. They were, oh, we thought you were released. I said, I wish. And
Sting like a butterfly, sting like
they
a
looked
bee,
just
slap,
so
slap.
sad and depressed and like, oh my God, is that how I look? Like, is that how we look? Really? Like, is that what's happened to us in 2 weeks?
I'll tell you one thing, man.
That night, they had us sleeping on the floor in the living room.
Last night, man. Even the window's got pneumonia. I'm telling you now.
He punched me in the chest. You are trying to escape.
You are infidel. I'm watching a thing called, tell you now, Stevie Wonder. It's called, Captive. But the ones that, like, the one I'm watching is, like, about Iraq, this particular one. I watched something earlier on, man. It was fucking brilliant. It was. What was it called? Fuck's sake, it's gone now, me hat. Oh yeah, that's what I watched last night. I watched that late.
Tom's wrist, and then we locked to the
From
couch.
start to finish. Now, I think I've seen the years previous, but
So
I just forgot bits.
We're
Like,
not
I didn't know he cheated on his
animals.
missus, like, you know what I mean? You can't fucking do that, lie with another woman. It's like,
that
especially nowadays,
the whole rest
beginning with
continued
like Islam,
men
like, if
on this
you're the
life chain.
haram, isn't it? You can't do it.
The British government's policy on
You do
negotiating
it.
with kidnappers and on ransoms is
Fuck
well
you.
known and very clear. However,
We don't
as we've
negotiate
said
with
in the
terrorists.
past, if the hostage takers want to make contact with the British government, we stand ready to hear what they have to say.
Yeah, you stand ready to listen. Not here, fuck you, John Press or whatever your fucking name was.
We waited for
Not
demands.
John Major, that fucking wanker.
And we waited, and we
I
waited,
never I've seen
and we
many
waited.
prime ministers in this country.
There was nothing coming
You know what I
from the
mean?
kidnappers. There was nothing direct. There were no rumors. Where's the information? How can we analyze anything if there's no information? How can we chase down
Yeah,
evidence if
captive
there's
is
no
fucking
evidence to
brilliant,
chase?
it is. I love shit like
We were a
that.
bit dumbfounded. What happened? Where are these people? Why don't we know?
Oh. Them
We
big
didn't
fuck
fight
off
weapons of mass
Humvees,
destruction in
man,
Iraq.
the army ones,
But there
man,
was
they
a
go
weapon of
up
mass
in
effect,
IED.
and that was
Boom!
kidnapping. And it took us a long
You
time
can
to
see the
realize
fucking, like, the
just how
devastation,
strategically
man.
effective the kidnappings were.
IEDs, due to cars, due to fucking Humvees. Rip them apart like fucking,
You grab
like
hostage,
tin
it's all
cans.
news.
Just rip them apart. You know
The
what
real
I
tragedy
mean?
is that
It's
people
like,
that suffer
cause
the most were the Iraqi people themselves.
what happens is the underneath of that
7,500
vehicle, the
and
chassis will
10,000
be gone. It's
kidnapped.
like once, cause he's,
It was a real palpable
like
fear
I said,
that really discredited
a
this
lot of
notion that we
soldiers,
were bringing security and stability to
Humvees
Iraq.
have been that kuka. Like I mean,
Then the ransoms
like
that were generated.
blowing up inside of one of
In a
them
given year,
and
more
being
than
pinned
$100
in.
million was raised.
Hot steel, not been
from
able to
more
get
teams,
over it.
more kidnappings. So it really fed the system.
You know what I mean?
It's, I think, the worst form of terrorism because you have a single incident where people are killed. That's the tragedy. You move on with your lives. But when it's a kidnapping, it can last for weeks, months, and sometimes years. That goes on indefinitely. Here it is.
You've no business being in Iraq or Afghanistan or Syria. It's not their war, as you know, Stephen, but you've been doing it for fucking
Had over our lives.
800 years, the cunts.
Interestingly, the guards never cranked them down as tightly. That is a sort of a kindness. It has been very easy for them to inflict a lot of pain on us just with this thing. But the boredom was excruciating.
I agree with you there,
We
you
were just
see.
sitting in chairs. There was no TV, there's no radio, there was
He
nothing.
didn't think Bobby Sands would carry on.
Sometimes I felt like I was crawling on my hands and knees just to get through 5 minutes.
My man shares the days. I think he died the 5th of May.
Time was just excruciating to be in.
I was a kid.
My instinct was that the only hope we had would be through relationship with the captors. Giving names is a very powerful thing. And our name that we gave to them, it was our way of being.
Operation whatever you're fucking.
Medicine
Operation how big your nuts are.
So he would come and go. We called him Medicine Man because Norman had
Stray
blood
or
pressure.
bally on nuts.
He brought like 120-day supply. It was like, oh my God. It was very disheartening. Junior was the youngest. He was from Fallujah. He was a 24-year-old man going on 12 years old. And he was very erratic. He would be singing us Arabic pop songs one day and then pointing a gun at our heads the next.
Yeah.
He hated Tom. And then there was nephew. We didn't see him very often. He'd kind of poke his head in the door and then disappear or something. He'd just look in a bit and then he'd move. And it was like, oh, is he like a captain in training or something?
I think he lost his job. The only job he could get was being a minder of hostages.
From their point of view, they were holy warriors of God, enacting a sacred duty to protect their homes and their families from invading enemy.
You know.
This Fallujah! This Fallujah!
This Fallujah is like a battle cry.
This is for Fallujah.
Bombed his parents.
Like I said, the Helmand province is the worst. You know what I mean? You're fucked over there. And I tell you what, that was sad as well, that man. 66 days.
Your house had not
I wept
he made the sound
during that, and at the end of it, I cried.
He'd be riding a donkey,
like,
transporting something.
I was trying to put myself in a man's shoes while he was like that. That diary. Every day saying how much he misses his man and how much he knows he's breaking his man's heart, but he has to see it through.
There was this movie.
You know, that's what you call real bravery. Like, I'm not that brave.
He's got embedded a piece of wire.
No matter either.
He's like, pulls it out. So then he sticks it in the little hole of the handcuff. And
people like me want to die a glorious death.
So fake.
Fuck all that shit.
Image.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Christian Peacemaker team remain very disturbed by the abduction of our teammates. We pray that those who hold them will hold them with
that number
grace,
27,
that
man.
so many of us in CPT
That's 3 times that this week that number has
As he
come
and
up.
our family have previously stated, my father is not willing to sacrifice his dedication to the Iraqi people for any armed assistance from the U.S. government.
The Christian Peacemaker team continued to reiterate, quote, we don't want evil men with guns to try and rescue Tom or the other Christian Peacemaker team.
Right, well, don't go to that fucking country then. Stay out.
As evil men with guns, and they
British soldiers. Oh, yeah, go on home. Have you got no fucking home of your own?
And just
for 800
you know,
years,
we're
we
against
do it for,
any raids.
and we'll put you for the 800 more. So go home, fucking soldiers, go home, fuck you. Have you got no fucking home of your own? Right up.
Coming in is the only option that Tom Fox and the others are going to have to come home. They went so far to say that Tom Fox would jump up.
Well, if you watch that idle artist about them 2 sisters, man, they went on hunger strike, man. They used to hold them down and fucking empty a tube into the artist's mouth. Force fed you well. You know what I mean? She give up. You know what I mean? She's on hunger strike. Both sisters. You know what I mean? It's like, like I said, never underestimate any man or woman. That's all I'll say.
Wow.
I know some tough women too. Alleged labels on them.
I don't know if it's loaded or not. Am I prepared, really, to kill if I take that gun? For me, pacifism meant the limit was that I would not kill. I would not kill.
Operation Poppy. That's what it would be called. Yeah.
The main difficulty was this business of being handcuffed day and night together.
Tell you what though, it's like, you know, fuck me, man, they had real courage then. I understand where it comes from, the daddy.
Harmeed, he was asleep.
Brave women. Say that.
Permission. Oh, Harmeet.
Brave doesn't even do it justice. She was forced fed.
So then it was just like
them insurers. You know what I mean? It's like it's like they fucking put a fucking thing in your mouth, they just strain it. You know what I mean? And they force feed it down into our system. And then when you go back to ourselves, it's like she'd fucking holding our sister have suffered with anorexia and no matter what, you will not break her spirit.
It's sort of a 3/4 inch.
You know, and then it's like, especially when you're locked up, you're going through this nightmare with your sister. Your sister's there. But when you take her and move her to a different fucking jail, that had a bit of big effect, had they? You know.
And actually,
you didn't try to break them, but that's why I always say, Stevie, that's the one of the main reasons, because of holding that sister. I always say, never underestimate any woman or man.
That little nail became the instrument of grace, we called it.
Telling you.
I remember that first night.
Oh, you already fucking know, bro. I don't need to say anything for you to know what I mean.
And tuck it under my shoulders, and it felt so good. And I could like put my hands under my chin. It felt so good. It was like, wow. Then we had to make sure that
no, fucking hell, it is sad, like.
We locked ourselves back up in the morning before they came upstairs. It was just...
Yeah, so it was victorious in the fucking end.
It was the most bizarre thing. Like, okay, I guess we better lock up again. Like,
you know.
Locking ourselves up. Like, it was just
another Irish life with blood on English hands.
It would have been so fantastic to escape. It would have been just such a buzz. But then, if we unlocked, it was only Harmeet and I that could actually be physically.
I put all on stuff out of my head for years,
so
because
what happened to Tom?
I had to do it. It's a method of surviving.
Certainly be punished for our escape. I couldn't believe that.
Anytime I've needed to pull something out of the bag, it's like unfair. You know.
The best source of information, of course, was listening to cell phone chatter.
You get very distracted.
I really can't talk much about phones.
And I tell you what,
By
God help
2005, everybody had a phone.
anyone who's done me wrong, bro, on here.
It was normal. I mean, I was given 4 when I arrived.
Like phones were.
Because I'm not playing. No, I'm not playing nice anymore. You know, and it's like eventually,
I should go into.
in my time, slap, hashtags up, SOB.
Flashlights when they come in.
Yeah, I'm ready.
The second someone was turning on a cell phone, then we were aware.
Fuck's sake, man.
Over time, you start to identify
my friends
that are involved.
Combined sentences what nearly up to 1,000 years, for fuck's sake. All the friends I have doing life sentences, fucking ridiculous.
So then
you know,
employ the forces to go out and detain person X and and hold them for the Iraqi police while they're being interviewed. We look for the communications between Y and who the new person is, and that is how over time you start to identify the groups that are involved and the leaders.
We were able to target more closely specific cell phone numbers, specific operators, speakers.
Yeah, and false flag operations put on that too.
And we would
and the blood of all the fucking innocent people you fucking have in your hand.
1,500 names, and that would get
motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
there was a lot more activity. Medicine man was coming more often. He was
You're
stressed.
expected to bend the knee. Are you fucking, are you taking the piss, yeah? Or shall I be beheaded before a kneel before the king? Fuck the king. Long live the queen, my queen. Yeah, fuck that. She called me a king and that, and I said, listen, I'm fine being a king within my own walls, but out on the streets, I'm no king, I'm a king slayer.
They started to say that there
More
was an
like
exchange. The Americans would not negotiate for money, but the British,
come on,
Canadians,
non-negotiable. We do not negotiate with fucking terrorists, and these already know that.
We will take you one at a time in the boot of the car. We will start with Tom, then Norman.
Battle for Fallujah, the men in white coats. Watch it. It's fucking unreal, man. You know, every war we have casualties, right? Yeah, we've had many over 8 centuries die because of the British establishment and the way the government was years ago.
He was very nice to Tom.
He didn't just grape and molest
You have to get your stuff.
and torture and kill. Countless hundreds.
They handcuffed his hands.
If you want to fucking work it out 8 years worth, take it out of that.
You're so helpless.
You know what I mean? Me bollocks, mate. Fuck you.
And then they said,
I remember years ago, man, I think it was either a missile was launched at fucking Scotland Yard's building, right? And he built a cannon for it, right? And it was done over the water. Now, I'm not too sure.
And it was Harmeet who named it.
It was either New Scotland Yard's headquarters or it was somewhere else, but he launched a mortar from the other. Fucking unbelievable. Ooh, do you remember that, Stevie? I think it was either MI5's headquarters or fucking Scotland Yard. It was either.
I was never optimistic.
Oh, me fucking back was killing me.
And either an execution video
Like,
or
man,
a body
mine's
being recovered or nothing. There was no place in history where the kidnapping odds were this bad.
We got a call from the U.S. military, essentially telling us.
Whoops, do you see that light coming in there, Stevie? I'm blinded by the light.
It was wrapped in blankets near a railroad.
Oh shit, that's bad.
You know, in a park a bit far away from us. It was, you know, the worst had happened. What we had feared had happened. And we were very concerned about the other 3.
Well, like I said, it's like, you know what I mean? War, it's fucking, everything's about calculating, strategy, defense, you know, weaknesses. Everything is like risk assessments, like every day is a risk assessment going out on foot patrol, especially on foreign soils, you know. So there's casualties in every war. It's a fucking, like I said, you know what I mean? It's not it's the body game. You know what I mean? It's like you kill 5 of us, we'll kill 55 of you. You know that? Like, the enemy is my friend. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Most of my enemies are dead.
And like spot on the road.
Just like pawns on a chessboard, just like rooks.
We said, why Tom on television? Oh, they make some special about each.
Yeah, but you have to have a fucking, you have to have a plan of attack. You know what I mean? It's like, but that motherfucking son.
So we knew he was lying. The Christian Peacemakers
I was called a while ago, but I tell you what.
In response to Tom's passing, we asked that
The
everyone
sun's out beaming. It's a Friday afternoon in Manchester.
In Tom's own words, we reject violence to punish anyone. We ask that there be no
Jesus
retaliation
Christ, man, yeah,
forgive those who consider us their enemies.
How's it going,
Certainly
Chopper?
condone Tom's death.
Yup, you Bowsy.
Our feeling under our Christian
Yeah,
faith
fuck this, I'm closing that court.
doing horrible sins, and that while maybe we couldn't forgive them, we believed in a God that could.
Kumbaya, world peace.
Kumbaya.
The reality of the world that people don't want to
Yeah.
accept is that
I'm gonna leave it like that. What time are we on? Oh, it's only 20 to 2, that's not bad. It is Friday. Hope you all have a great weekend. Whoo, cold weather temperature. You know, cold weather treatments. Just give me a second. Wait, other way around. Don't wait, silly. One sec. Tell you what, it's just cold up in this motherfucker. Yo, Leroy, man, he's on a new diet. Every fucking month I'm gonna give him a few fucking noodles, hard ones, the packets of them. Because I tell you one thing, the other day, I can put fucking loads of pasta and shit, right, yeah. Fucking, like I said, right, believe it or not now, look. I've experimented with noodles, with Oreos, even crisps. You know, fuck me. It's like we're going to fucking wire. It's fucking Domino City. What the fuck? But yeah, and here, look. Like I said, remember the other day I sprinkled all that whole packet. Well, Leroy, he's over there slipping. See, for instance, see that board on top of me shed there, right? Begins with a T. Fuck off. And then if you look in the tree, you can see a wood pigeon over his head level. Yeah, that'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone, wouldn't it? Literally. Fly away, Peter. Fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter. Yeah, fly away, Peter. Ooh, you'd swear, man, that we were in fucking. It's just like, but I love the way the table is. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a decent table. You know, have a bit of dinner or have a game of cards out. Well, there'll be more chance of fucking Elvis doing the fucking jailhouse rock. Dun, 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 dun. Like, fucking, and that happening. So, yeah, like I said, this is all recovery. Risky roads, what? Oh, yeah. I need to tell you something about risky roads now. Like I said, Dublin, cut up as one big cake. I like cake. But you like, you will eat cake. You will eat cake. Now, risky roads, look at. We all come from risky roads, don't we? Like, thank fuck, I always fucking kept it 100, man. It's like, because people can come out of the woodwork and on a live say one thing and your credibility is done. You know, I try to bury that person that I used to be, you know. But like I said, it's like I don't like, honestly, the older I get, it's like I don't like conflict, and if I can sort it out, verbally. That's the best way for them, or for whatever. I'd sooner sort it out verbally rather than have to put my hands on someone. That's just the way it works. That's my politics.
The darkness deepens, Lord, bid me abide. When other help Open the door! Mr. Kimber! Yes, I'm here!
Yup, chopper, you bollocks.
There was no sky for 4 months, and that blue was just amazing. And I could feel the breeze on my face.
Yeah, but there's lots.
I wanted to stop.
In fact, I'm just gonna shut my mouth on the whole.
Everything.
Taz Carroll.
It was a bright.
If it's the one you're talking about, where the soldier. I'm sure I spoke to him, but I know it's the same fella. I think he went over an IED, like I said, when you're getting fucking lit up over there. Well, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like fucking.
Both of you. I had to look at
when you're pinned down, right, and you're depending where you are, you know what I mean? It's like them bullets, some of them, yeah.
And I'm so happy
fucking hell.
To see you.
Like I said, it's like
10 years later, and it still touches.
The Russians and the Americans went there. It's like the Americans helped the Afghans to beat the Russians.
I always feel uncompromised.
By filling, I tell you, seeing Afghanistan and Pakistan and places like that, yeah, an AK-47 costs $150 US. Yeah. Here, I've always wanted to fire a 50 cal, like at a moving target, like a fucking, let's say a horse with dementia or something, yeah, from a distance, not a horse, well, whatever, you know what I mean?
We unconditionally forgive
like,
abductors for abducting and holding us. Should those who have been charged with holding us hostage be brought to trial and convicted, we ask that they
a big fuck off 50 cal or a Gatling gun.
I did not think it
you know what I mean? I'd look for one of them.
To testify, because they were not being asked to condemn. They were not being asked to either ask for capital punishment or argue against it. They were simply being asked to identify people.
Well, look, at the end of the day,
kidnapping is a death penalty offense.
Soldiers have a code. And whether you're a street soldier or a regular soldier or whether you're a paramilitary soldier, it's like there's a respect, there's a mutual respect.
Death, we don't even want people killed. Very rarely.
Although it's a code,
put in a lot
like I said,
and risk your life for.
You know, but
one that
politics isn't my fight. That's what you leave that up to the pen pushers.
You know, I was raised a Christian as well, and
you know, it's like
the world is when good men see evil and do nothing about
I think the world is designed to fuck up every now and then. When I say fuck up, I mean really fuck up where the stock market crashes, where the economies crash.
Good men with guns
countries bankrupt. You have wars. What comes with cause of wars?
You know, some men.
Mass casualties of fucking refugees.
Bigger men with big guns.
Do you understand? Well, I'm in fucking Syria.
But the gun.
You know, many 4 million.
I am immensely grateful, and I'm here to tell you.
You know, look what happened when the United States pulled out of Afghanistan. You know, I mean, you see all the people running on the
This
fucking
story could have died. This thing-
tarmac. And there's a big fuck off. What are them big fucking bastard planes called?
And that bigger
A
story
B-52
is about
taking off,
how
and another Chinook,
as brothers and sisters.
and left the people there. They fucked her up the arse loads of times, to the point where, yeah, that arse can no longer shite because of America and England interfering in that country. Why? Financial gain, that's fucking why. Yeah, false flag operations. You know what I mean? If we can convince, say, Colin Powell, guess what? You know what I mean? It's like, we don't have any, what do you call it? Weapons of mass destruction. You're taking the piss, man. And under a Bush establishment. You know what I mean? Fuck George Bush. Fuck Tony Blair too. And Maggie Thatcher. Yeah. And any English Prime Minister for the last 800 years. Fuck you. I don't vote. I vote. Sinn Féin's my vote. That's who I vote for. Yeah, I'm a tricolour on me. Yeah. Come tell me to take it down and see how that goes for you. You know what I mean? But no killers. Real killers. Multiple bodies allegedly. Yeah, I have guys on this fucking housing estate that used to blow shit up for a hobby and a cause. And they're on the other side of the divide. But there's a mutual respect there. Because we live amongst each other for 25 years. We've not killed each other yet. So it's working. It's work in progress. I try not, like, I never talk about politics for a reason. You know what I mean? I didn't just wake up one morning and decide to call me only daughter. Well, not me only daughter, sorry, my bad. Me first daughter, Saoirse. I didn't do that. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to. In a way we did, but it was for a cause. You know, because giving my daughter that name, that meant freedom for her to do literally anything. Now, would I die? I said to my brother last night, would you die for love? And he said, no, I would. You know what I mean? Especially Anthony, look, I died for. You know.
The railroad didn't stop here anymore. Lucasville never really recovered, but they're hoping that the new prison will change all that. There are 400 jobs available at the prison.
Me and I tell you here, right?
For those jobs.
See the Vietnam War, yeah? Me and I tell you, yeah, them bastards, yeah, they used to fucking, yeah. Now, loaded. Dead American fucking soldiers, really, with fucking white heroin. Just like in that movie about Frank Lucas, yeah, he cut out the middleman. He's like, yeah, why am I giving this end money when I can just go to the source and say, yo, here, listen, paper. Don't worry about it, of as much as that as you need. But I need your fucking product ASAP. Last week. You know what I mean? Man's having to come to the Congo to fucking talk to you, you cunt. When you can just pick the phone up. You know. It's always better showing up yourself. If you're representing yourself, you don't put any of your team out to do a job that you wouldn't do yourself. Come here. I'll say one word about fucking Vietnam, yeah? Napalm. Right? War is my fucking... I love it. conflict of interests, Geneva Convention. It's like war is fucking war. If I shoot at me, alright, I'm on foreign soil and I'm there to make sure my six doesn't get one right fucking there. Cause here, I see straight, but I can see motherfucker left and right without turning me head or blinking. Do you understand? Senses, intuition, bravery, courage. When you're going to a place like Afghanistan where now it's back under Islamic ruling, right? Islamic, it's fuck it, I tell you what, it's dire, man. 90% Taliban now, 5% Northern Alliance. The Taliban are wiping out the Northern Alliance. Mate, right, it's like this, right? It's like having 800 men up there and 5 people down here. You know, how the fuck are you gonna win? You know what I mean? They better, plus they better fucking firepower than you as well. You know what I mean? And when you're getting pinned in, you're not fucking sure the direction. It's either fight or flight, you know what I mean? Me bollocks, man. I'm not running from a gunfight. Fuck that. I'd sooner go out like a fucking hero. You know, like, you want to lob a grenade at me, motherfucker, I'll blow your whole village up. You know what I mean? A tooth for a day, believe an eye for an eye. You take my eye, I'll fucking blow you. I'll do what I need to do. If not, one of the boys will do it. You know, that's not my speciality. Just dropping people is kind of. That's what my role is being anyway, you know what I mean? It's like just watching me. Just watch each other's back and, you know what I mean? Never hesitate. Hesitation will get you killed in war. See, you get some people, right, when they come under fire, I mean, like, fucking, and some of these weapons, you have suppression fire on. You can just fucking, you know what I mean? It's like, in seconds, hundreds of bullets fire. You know what I mean? It's like, that's what I said in Afghanistan, Pakistan, you can get AKs. Like, I have nephews that live over there, you know, and you want to see that collection. Some of my family, yeah. It is what it is, you know. But, like I said, any half blind man can shoot. It's whether you hit a target or not. You know what I mean? It's like. Well, like I said, if I ever had to go, I wanted to. That's the reason why I always wanted to go over, because I made a promise to a fella, a classmate called Derek Smallhorn. One day, I was going to go and put a bullet through the heart of the man who killed your dad. That's what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to be a soldier by the time I was 10. That's where I was destined for, and yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm stupid brave. Like, I don't give a fuck if there's 50 outside, I'll still go out. I'll get me ass work, but yeah. That's how men are made, and reputations are made. From taking out multiple people at one sitting. That's how people know me around here for 2 decades. Do something! You know, unless you're willing to do something, shoot your mouth. Or I can have a conversation with me Irish mates.
This guy coming in here, he's making it his job to step on our neck. All right, any way he can.
Well, that governor got.
Tate just made it a different joint, man. And the guy
wow. Over 300 people were killed in that riot, man. Serious. It's like Prison Riot USA Captive. That's it begins with an L. The prison. One sec. Lucasville. That's it. Yeah. Well, enjoy our weekend, Chopper. If I don't talk to you, right? I'm just gonna drink my tea. I'm gonna make a joint. I'm waiting for my chick to come up. She wasn't even supposed to come up. Yeah. So that's the planning anyway. So, you know, she'll, yeah. I'm chuffed because there's a few new things on Netflix I want to watch, right? And one of them right now, it's an old movie, yeah? And where is it? What's it called? What's it called? Don't say a word. Don't say a word. With Michael Douglas. Does it ring a bell to any of us? Who out fucking 8 Mile? Your woman Brittany Murphy. I don't eat on me, chop. I don't drive. You know, I watch some fucked up shit. Yeah, if any of you have never watched that World's Most Wanted, watch it. You know what I mean? It's very good.
I had no idea how to.
Catching killers. The Hatchet Wheel and Hitchhiker. Have any of you ever seen Into the Wild? In the end he dies because he had the wrong kind of berries, didn't he? And there's no like it's irreversible. You know what I mean? Once it gets into you, like, you know what I mean? These particular berries my man was eating killed them in the end. It's a true story. You know, Into the Wild about this kid lad that just, you know what I mean? He had $25,000 in his fucking bank account, and he fucking donated it to someone. He wanted to get away from normal life, normal society, like a hobo in a way. You know what I mean? Well, don't be getting into fucking trouble then, Stevie Wonder. You know what I mean? You're meant to be blind, so how the fuck can you be getting into trouble still? Hey, we'd be getting into trouble till we're fucking dead. See, when you have a bunch of characters and you put them together, you know what I miss a game of Dawn. Like I said, the brothers can't play it. You haven't got a fucking clue how to play it, right? Mark does not have. Mark wouldn't have a fucking clue how to play that, right? Because like Mark was like 10 when he left Cherry Orchard, because I was over here a year. My whole family come over. My mum, my dad, Mark, Alex, my sister. You know, it's like, and that's, like I said, I always knew that. Like this, like I said, Manchester is like, this is me home, from home. You know, everything that means anything dear to me is here. You know, so, you know, and things are a lot calmer in the house. You know, me little brother's now poked me in the jaw for a few months, which is progress. You know what I mean? Yeah. But we get on fine normally anyway, you know what I mean? But Alex is just like, he's a bargain he is. You know what I mean?
I look across this 2-lane farm road.
Yeah, having three dubs that are all born in August, still under the same roof. Small tune, fuck off, chopper. Man, my friends are cheating bastards, all this shit, like, you know what I mean, and fucking stupid shit. It used to cause murder, you know what I mean, cause it's like, cause the blunt truth of it being, I was fucking off me nut on gear all the time, you know what I mean? So it's like, well, if we're playing done and a couple of people is gouging, nodding off, and you're like that, and you look at him and you can hear him going, you don't hear, you just see the lips moving. What are you fucking billying for? You cheating bastard, put that down, yeah. Leave your hand down. Turn that 2 diamonds over. Now, whoever gets the 2 diamonds, fucking bitches. Yeah, you leave your fucking hand down until he fucking, you know what I mean? Have a look at me 13 cards, and I have the Jack, the 10, the 7, the 8, the 9, and the 2 of spades. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's not working. I've had to use the fucking, oh, it's run out. Lisa's coming up tonight, cause like she's having a party for the little one today. Not a party, she's just having a little cake, and she'll go see her dad and that later, and then they'll come directly here. I was good at it. You know what I mean? It's like, and you have to count the cards in your head in a way, because you have to watch what's gone and what's not gone. Like, if I pitch spades, but I haven't got the ace or the king, but I have 6 of them, you know what I mean? Purposely, I'll throw the 2 of spades out, right? And I guarantee you, some unfortunate fucker only has 1 of them in the hand. So I'm watching, you know what I mean? So if I pitch spades, yeah, and if I go to lead with a 2nd spade and you throw out a heart, a club, or a diamond, I know you've none, and you can't renege, because I'll slap you in the fucking face if you do that. Don't wreck the game. You know. But oh, for fuck's sake, I used to play that game head cases, man. You know what I mean? Oh, fuck's sake, man. And we jack it out to see who go to fucking garage over to the Fino. You know, I'm talking when I was fucking from 15. It's like, and like through the week, we'd stay in my mate's uncle's gaff all the time. Keep us off the street. But on a Friday, I had a job to do as well till the Sunday. I go out Friday, my ma wouldn't see me till fucking Tuesday or something, you know that guy. Oh, madness.
The next morning, and my world was different. It was a game changer in my life for sure.
But it's like that was like our Woodstock in a way, you know, because we rebelled, and I was surrounded by every mad bastard you can think of, from Cabra, Finglas, Cooler, Ballymun, Balliol, Clondalkin, Tallet, Inchicore, Bluebell. There's not a person in Dublin that does not one of my family. Funny that, isn't it? Listen, I could have all my shit linked up to Twitter, linked to this, linked to that. You know what I mean? But like I said, there's a bogey in the ranks, so yeah, we've been infiltrated.
Someone else that had taken the video and reposted it. That had 10
Now I trust any man or woman on here on YouTube, or man, baby, or joint midget.
There's dozens and dozens of
You know what I mean?
different songs. It was insane. I mean, give me a break, dude. That guy is a walking meme. He might have started memes. People said, don't hit Jay. Well, look, I was hitting Jay.
Smash, smash, so bad. Yeah, yeah. The kids are trying that car. We get that shit out of my boys around here. That guy was going. Now kids out to protect with a pencil.
This mad cunt. Right, guys, listen to me, yeah? I hope you all have a great fucking weekend, yeah? I'm gonna end this now. It's like, I don't know. Like I said, Chopper, do you know what, right? Like I said, I made a few critical errors last year, right? But look, I'm not ashamed to say I bit off more than I could chew, you know, and it's a learning curve, YouTube, you know. It's like you get stuck, and it's like that. Now, like I said, it's my own fault that there's an infiltrator on the channel still, so that's why I'll open a new one, and that way then I'll have, like I said, me mods probably they be dubs.
Or interesting clips and bring them to rehearsal or email them
Or to track down. Like I said, if certain people want me to tell their story, why not?
36 hours.
Like I said, I want to fucking hear certain people's story too, you know. But the fact that certain, like a lot of people, like, you don't mind talking to me, you know. Like, I'd have never asked them, in all fairness. You know what I mean? But most of them do answer for me, like, you know.
At that point, it only had tens of thousands of views. And then once we get them on the show, it went up over 45 million.
Were you or were
yeah, it's like it's YouTube. I've no competition on there because I'm not on here to compete with anybody. Yeah. Just do what I said I'd do. And then I'll get satisfaction out of it. You know what I mean? Because a few people told me, Jude, as soon as you sort your channel out, let me know and I'll share the bollocks out of it. And see me new channel, I'm gonna make sure I ask people to share me shit properly, where I have no fucking invisible / rogue / snake / rat in the ranks. So therefore we have to go down the rabbit hole and open up a second channel. And like I said, listen, yeah, it's only YouTube, right? So I'm gonna introduce you to a few of the nice guys I know. Now, some of them might be good fellas, some of them will be definitely bad fellas. Turn good. It's not how you start, right? You know. And like I said, my mission to put right the wrongs that happened last year. And like I said, let's have taken legal advice, okay? And yeah, and the under council is told to shut me fucking mouth. Jude, what you talking about channels for? Promoting them. Jude, why would you say this, would it? You know what I mean? And like I said, YouTube is a learning curve. And maybe last year I did bite off more than I could chew, but it took somebody to take 200 subs away from me and all that. You know what I mean? But guess what? You breach one, I'll open a different one. And like I said here, Paul Williams would give anything to have my little black book of contacts that I have in my frontal lobe, which I'd never give to anybody. Yeah, and fuck USL as well, bro. You can blow on it as well. Because if you rob me idea, I'll fucking have to come home. I'm not asked about the idea, it's about the fucking clientele.
People want to hear from you, and we'd love to be the one.
Good fellas.
Hope all is good.
I watch Turn Into Men. I'm on this side of the water. You know, many Christmases in jails, these people. Multiple Christmases. Some of these people have done anything from 5 to 20. That I know. Who I grew up with. Who used to play in the football team. Same football team as me. All of us. Gallantstown boys we were called. And I was the goalie. And our captain. Yeah, I remember a match we were playing fucking Green Hills and Crumlin, yeah. And here, at the end of the game, I had a fucking stake pole and a fucking corner flag. We battered them. Don't get me wrong, they battered us 5-2 or 6-2. But as soon as the ref blew his whistle for full time, he got poked in the jaw. You know what I mean? Penos, and I'll tell you now who ran ragged. Jay Dunn, man. He battered the ref with the corner fucking stick. And our manager, Pat Cullen, was trying to get him off. But he was a bulldog. He wouldn't let you go. You know, like I said, me and the boys grew up with like Jay and Pat. And I think Sharon is my brother's godmother, yeah. But me and a few of our families, we grew up in Blue Bell with the Duns. You know what I mean? So it's like all these tough families out here. I was raised with them. You know, and they still have a lot of time for me because they know I never sold me ass for viewers on here. No, I can't hear. Mia, if I string come in my garden, I'd kill him. You know what I mean? Spartan, barbecue, yeah, you will eat cake, alright. Yeah, that's cake. Yeah, and that's custard. So which would you like first? So your custard or your cake? You will eat cake. Anyway, straight out Ballia is the way forward. My second channel, like I said, you can only take certain things so far when other people have control of certain things. That's why I have to do it this way. Anyway, speaking of this way, I'm going to wish you a good evening, a good day, reverse, whatever way, and have a fucking great night, great weekend, whatever. I'm away, I'm going to drink my tea and have me joint and watch a documentary, right? So shout out to the best mods on YouTube, Pablo Da Vinci, Chop Chop, and Stevie Wonder. Hope you all have a great day, right? I'm away for a bit, guys.